James, Introduction. James, the Lord's brother, Galatians 1 verse 19, is most likely the author of this epistle. Tradition describes James as a man of prayer, which may explain the emphasis on prayer in this letter. It was said that he prayed so much, his knees were as hard as those on a camel. He was martyred in 62 AD, either by being cast down from the temple or beaten to death with clubs. It is reported that as he died, he prayed as did Jesus, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." The epistle is addressed to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. 1 verse 1. This naturally leads one to think of Jews, Acts 26 verses 6 through 7, living outside of the land of Palestine. Since the Assyrian and the Babylon captivities, many Jews were scattered throughout different nations, Acts 2 verses 5 through 11. While Jews, the epistle makes it clear that they were also brethren in the Lord. They were Jewish Christians. 19 times James calls them brethren, and at least one time he definitely means those who were brethren in the Lord. 2 verse 1. It appears many of these Jewish Christians were poor and oppressed. Being Jews, they would often be rejected by the Gentiles. As Jewish Christians, they would also be rejected by many of their own countrymen. The letter indicates that most were poor, and some were being oppressed by the rich, 2 verses 6 through 7, because it was not addressed as a single church or individual. It has been categorized a general or Catholic universal epistle along with 1 and 2 Peter, 1 John and Jude. With no mention of the Jerusalem conference recorded in Acts 15 AD 49 and the use of the word synagogue, assembly, 2 verse 2 AD 48 through 50 is the date commonly given for this epistle. This would make it the first book of the New Testament written. If James, the Lord's brother, is the author, then he probably wrote it in Jerusalem. The epistle deals with a variety of themes, with an emphasis upon particular aspects of the Christian life. Some of the subjects include handling trials and temptations, practicing pure religion, understanding the relation between faith and works, the purpose used of the tongue and display of true wisdom, being a friend of God rather than a friend of the world, and the value of humility, patience, and prayer. While these may appear unrelated, they are critical to the growth and development of the Christian. For this reason, I suggest that James' purpose was to instruct Christians concerning true and practical religion. In this epistle is a call to be doers of the word, manifesting a living faith through one's works. In 108 verses, there are 54 imperatives, commands, prompting some to call James the Amos of the New Testament. James, Introduction, the end.